Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the makeup of Mani. Today I wanted to do a chit chat get ready with me because, well, I've just never done one, and it's the month of March, and I think that's Women's Month or something like that. And I know it's also Mental Health Awareness Month or something like that. So I just wanted to like touch on those topics while I get ready. By the way, I will put all the details of the products I use down below. Check the description box. So yeah, let's just get into it. It's real chill vibes today, real chill. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my brows, but the first thing I wanted to talk about, got my phone right here. Social media, as far as women and like the things that influence us, you know. Like, I don't know about you guys, but every time I get on Instagram, it's like, well, I guess it depends on like what pages you follow, but for me, like every time I get on Instagram, it's either like a whole bunch of positivity about women. Lately I've been seeing a lot of empowering things like girl bosses and how to be a girl boss, etc, etc, and pretty successful girls. And I love seeing stuff like that because it inspires me to do the same, you know. But my issue with social media is when the opposite happens. I guess like memes and stuff that actually say pretty negative things about women, but like, of course, like if it's a meme, it's like a joke, so it's like you laugh, like, oh yeah, it's funny. Like there's a song by Black Youngster called Booty, and like I saw a meme say, oh, the girls only hear toot toot, they don't hear go to work after it, like y'all some broke bees. And it's like like that's funny, but at the same time it's not. It's just weird. Just feels like women are never like good enough as far as social media. Every minute of the day that you're on social media, it's like your opinion is constantly changing because of what everyone else is doing. Even if you think that you're not one of those people it affects you, especially as a woman, because we're so pressured to be perfect. Like, okay, if we have a little belly fat, it's like, oh girl, why you got that? Like, it's like, dude, because I was hungry. I don't feel like working out today, sorry. Like, I don't know who you guys follow and stuff on social media, but I don't really follow many celebs as much as I do like just business moguls, period. I was on my explore page one day and there was like a video screening of Blac Chyna on live, and she was crying. You could tell she was upset, and people were like getting on her live and seeing that she was like emotional. And if you don't know, she has been in the limelight a lot lately because she apparently is talking to a younger guy. Before that, some type of sex tape of her got leaked, which I don't care who you are, that's embarrassing. But I guess she just was fed up the other day and she just got on live, and people were getting on her live watching her cry and like calling her the B word and like, you want attention. And I mean, females, you want attention and you're a hoe because you shouldn't have leaked your own sex tape. Like, you know, just people trolling, because who really knows the truth? I wasn't there, but there are people who do take the time out of their day to go on other people's social media, celebs or just regular everyday people, and just bash them, especially women. And it's like, cut it out. No matter like what your opinion is against her, she's upset. Like but think about it if it happened to you. Like, I think people often see famous people as just famous. Like that word after it is people, like you and me. And I feel like sometimes on social media women can be so hard on each other, as well as just society and men being hard on us as well. It's like on top of that, women are being hard on each other. It's like, relax. We go through enough from dudes. As women, we don't need to be just on social media tearing each other down. And these young girls get to see the good and bad of the lives that young people, young celebrities they look up to go through. And a lot of them see the money and they see the things that these people say, and they think they can do the same exact things and no consequences will be had. It's like, be realistic. But bottom line, social media just is so overwhelming for women these days. Like, we cannot just get a break. Skinny girls want to be thick because thick girls are accepted on Monday, and by Wednesday, thick girls need to get in the gym. The next thing I wanted to touch on is why mental health isn't talked about in general. I feel like everybody is struggling mentally. Back to social media and TV, I won't forget TV, truly affects the way that women view themselves. I never forget, somebody told me that they had to get off Facebook when Facebook first got like big, because they noticed that the people they worked with who make the same money they do went on way better vacations than them, had bigger houses than them, and it messed with their mental health. You know, they got depressed about it and envious and jealous. Think about it. How often do you see what the people that you know are doing on a daily? I'm not even talking about celebrities. I'm talking about people that you actually know who you may feel are doing better than you in life, period. That can be really depressing sometimes, especially if you don't have your own life together. As far as celebrities, I mean, that's a lifestyle that they've accumulated, so I don't feel like they should be blamed in any way. But they truly make people want a life that may be just a little far-fetched for their means, and it may cause them to do drastic things. People killing themselves over things that they truly couldn't control. And it's really hard to admit that you have a problem with your mental health if no one else is discussing it, you know? Being depressed is like sometimes a common thing, or being bipolar can be looked at as common, because somebody may say, oh my god, I just feel that test, I'm so depressed. But it's like, real depression is not coming to take that test, even though you know it can like truly affect your life or your grades or whatever you're working for. You just don't come and take it, because maybe you're so depressed you can't eat, and you can't even possibly think about getting in the shower and going outside and pretending to be normal around all those happy people, right? Because nobody else is depressed like you, right? Women have developed this sense of not getting close to other women due to the fact that they may be betrayed. So it's like everyone's suffering on their own here. And I also think, as far as the youth and adults between my generation and lower, and people who are like in their late 20s and higher, don't quite understand how social media truly affects people. It's heard of, but it's not so much understood by older generations. They just feel like sometimes kids can be dramatic, when that's not the case at all. If anything, kids these days are being so strong because they know that it's something not talked about, so they're dealing with it on their own. There are people out here talking about it, raising awareness about it, letting people know this is normal. This is not, you are not crazy. Other people are feeling this way. It's okay to admit you're not okay. People often have a hard time even understanding what their kids are going through, because in school and stuff like that, they think that bullying is how it used to be back then. But these days, bullying can go so far to the point somebody's kid who's like 10 commits suicide. How can a 10-year-old, one, know about suicide, and two, feel that low? But the weighing in of social media has made it 10 times harder for these younger generations to cope, and that's just a fact. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to admit you need help, and those are very hard things. So when you do them, be proud. Don't. Women make the world for men. Smart men know that you must listen to a woman and follow her intuition. We have those things for a reason. But I also think we don't give ourselves enough credit. And we should. Society in general wanting us to look one way one day and another way the next. Whether it be the harassment in the workplace that is so uncalled for, or women not receiving equal pay, doing the same job a man can do or does, and maybe even better. We are extremely beautiful, all of us. And to think that somebody thinks that they have the power to tell us what we do and don't deserve. Straight nonsense. Is this the cat? This is not the cat. Okay. There is no reason to be judged based upon doing the same things that men do. And I'm, yes, talking about slut shaming. That's wrong to call a woman out for doing the same things that men do. That's wrong. Don't call a female a hoe because she's a hot commodity. And she takes advantage of the fact that she's a hot commodity. Women are always being told what's okay and what's not. How about just let women be women? Not less than a man or not answering to a man. But giving the woman the same respect as if, you know, she is a man. Equality. That's what I'm reaching for. Women shouldn't even be having to ask for that, quite honestly. Okay, I added a little bit of faux freckles and some mascara, but I feel like being a woman in today's world is very empowering. Because like I said, we're accomplishing so much on our own. And to meet women who will extend the torch and say, here, I will help you. I think that's beautiful because it does nothing but brings us closer together. It helps us see our true potential and how when we do work together, we are stronger, and how special we are and unique. Those type of things shouldn't be taken for granted. We could sit here and dwell on the negative, but big picture is that we're changing, we're being heard as we accomplish. We are not so much seen as the underdog anymore because we have taken things into our own hands and handled them accordingly. And talk about fun things and film makeup videos for you guys and stuff, but it's more important to me to say what's real. Okay, that's how I'm doing makeup today. I really don't care. I look like a dang old sunflower. But if you guys enjoyed this chit chat, get ready with me. If you like the things I was saying, if you don't like the things I was saying, if you have some things you want to say to me, feel free to comment down below. Definitely thumbs up this video if you did enjoy it. Thanks again for coming over to my channel. Please subscribe and join the family if you are new and you did enjoy this video and you want another chit chat. Get ready with me. And yes, have a good day, guys.